Greetings from Black Moshannon State Park. I was here about a month ago and I'm really excited to be back here again today. I'm here for a content creator meetup. So this one is going to be, I believe, primarily YouTubers, and it's by a couple of my YouTube friends, Old Dude on the Trail and Darcy's Hiking Diaries. They organized this one, so I'm really excited. It's been a crazy week for me. Partially moving my daughter out of college. She comes home on Monday, so I was doing that. Then my cousin got married last night, so I got up at 5 a.m. to drive here because I really didn't want to miss this. And I'm going to be tent camping tonight, so it was a crazy week, but now I'm here. I can just relax. So I'll be tent camping for a night. I brought my kayak with me, and then tomorrow I have some plans to visit a new state park, a new to me state park. I'm going to go to Canoe Creek, which I've never been to before. But as you follow along with this video, you're definitely going to see some familiar faces that you know from YouTube, and you'll see some of your favorite creators here. So we all live across the state, and some people live in different states. We've got some people from New Jersey and all over, and it's just so nice to get together and, you know, be with everybody, even though we all live far apart. And I'm so grateful to the people that organize this stuff because I know it can't be easy. There's got to be a lot of work that goes into it. So yeah, let's drive over to where we're supposed to be. I always love to talk about the YouTube journey and kind of like what my first videos look like versus what they look like now. And a couple years ago, it was Walter organized a meetup at Little Buffalo, and I remember pulling up to the meetup and just seeing everybody and like not wanting to get out of my car and being like, oh my God, this is so many people. Like, I'm so nervous. Like, and of course I got out of my car. I had a great time. But because I have done that one before, it makes all of these a little bit easier. I'm an introvert, but then when I get together with people, I really have a great time. So this will probably be my, I don't know, third or fourth different meetup. So I'm a pro at this now.
Actually, there's supposed to be a pretty nice beaver dam down there. Come to think of it, I might go as far as the beaver dam and then come back. So it's maybe 3/4 of a mile down. If you keep going on the Moshannon Trail, less than a mile.
So what we did is, starting from the beach area, we road walked down to the bog trail, and along the way we stopped and saw some really cute little baby geese. Everybody was taking pictures of them because they were just so cute. The bog trail is a boardwalk trail. It's very short. It leads to a nice observation platform, but it's really interesting to see the diverse environment of the bog. Then we came back to the pavilion where there was a camp cooking demonstration, and a lot of different people made some different food, and everyone contributed to a group lunch.
Around the 1700s, there was a trail that came up over the mountain, and it was actually an offshoot of the Bald Eagle Creek Trail, which ran right along Bald Eagle Creek. That was down the Julienne area, and that provided easy access to get up onto the mountain to be able to go out and hunt.
So I got my tent all set up. I somehow did it by myself. This is our family tent that we used to camp in, the 4 of us. So I've got plenty of room tonight. So I have a camping cot in there because I like to sleep off the ground, and I have this whole tent to myself. Got my LL Bean sleeping bag and my pillow, so hopefully this will work for tonight. And it sure looks like it could rain. The other fun little thing I noticed is we have had this tent since before my daughter was born, and now I noticed the rain fly is starting to crack, so I think it's finally done. This may be her last camp. It is definitely worse on this side. So let's just hope for no rain tonight. If we do get rain, it's gonna come in by my feet. It should be okay. But I think this tent is probably, this is so sad. This is my really good LL Bean tent, but I think to get 19 years out of a tent is pretty good. This may be the last time I use it because I don't really think I can fix these. They look, that's pretty bad, so. Pretty nice state park campground. Your typical where the sites are pretty close together compared to some parks. They're a little more spaced out. I'd say they're pretty close here. So it was really fun to sit around the campfire with everybody. If you've ever watched Dayhikedave's videos, he likes to do campfire questions. So we kind of went around the circle and he asked us some different questions. John had some really good dark chocolate, and Mandy and DJ had some great campfire treats like the savory mountain pie. We definitely had a good time sitting around the campfire and chatting. So I had the best day. Everybody is really awesome, so nice. Just a really great group of people to hang out with. Had a really good time. I want to give a little update. So earlier in the video, you saw I'm at the content creator meetup, got my tent set up, and this tent we've had for 20 years. We had it before my daughter was born, and we bought it thinking when we were newlyweds, like, hey, we're probably gonna have a family someday. We should get a 5-person tent so we can all kind of fit in. So it's an old tent, and we bought it at LL Bean. It's not a fancy brand. It's Alps Mountaineering. They sell them at Cabela's. You know, it's like a budget tent or whatever. But when I set up the content creator meetup, I noticed that a certain material on the rainfly, the white section, was totally cracked. So because of that, some dew, a little bit of rain and things got in, nothing too bad. But I came home and I was just like, oh, I don't know that I really want to buy another tent. I don't get out there that much anymore. Just me, and the actual tent structure is in great shape. The screens, the seams on that, everything is perfect. So I just decided, hey, I'll reach out to the company and see. I reached out to the company. They're still making the tent. The rainfly is still the same dimensions. They took like the UPC and the information off it. And I was able to get a new rainfly for $30. So I'm so thrilled with that I don't have to put this tent in the landfill. And I love the setup of it. Like, I can get this set up by myself. It really only has 2 poles that cross in the dome tent style. They're super durable, sturdy poles. The fact that we've had this thing for 20 years, and then it has a little pole for the rainfly. So I love this tent. When I go by myself now, like I had a camping cot in there. I slept amazing on this padded camping cot up off the ground. So I like having a little bit of the extra room. So I would just say if you're having issues with any of your camping gear and it's like a pretty solid brand that's still made, definitely reach out to them, because for $30, I was able to save myself from having to buy a new tent. And now I have the new rainfly and I can kind of keep this thing going and use my preferred tent. So I was really happy about that. And I also kind of felt like I wanted to get this squared away because I do have another camping trip in October, another meetup. So I want to make sure that I have the right gear for that. So when the rainfly comes, I will just set up the tent, just check it in the backyard, make sure everything's good. But I think this is going to keep the tent going for a long time. I like to buy gear and use it as long as I possibly can. So this is going to be great to extend the life of the tent. Thank you so much for watching. This was a really fun meetup with great people, and I really had a nice time camping.